2022, and guess what? Two more weeks? No, one more week. One more week. August 8th is the final day to register, or actually to pay your $50 to enter the SJ Pour Challenge. So I've already entered. I am doing a vanilla porter with a local flavor, so I'll be surprising the people in my hub. So I'm looking forward to that. In honor of the SJ Pour Challenge, I'm going to be drinking a Mellow Down Easy. So this is actually the last time that Nate brewed. Nate was the winner of, well, everyone should know that, was the winner of the SJ Pour Challenge 2014. So let's go ahead and get a pour on this. Looking good, looking good. Oh yeah, nice head, nice head. Let's go ahead and get a whiff off this. Man, it smells good. I'll let that head settle down a little bit. So, another thing with the breakdown here, it looks like we have a total of 351 that have registered for the emails, but we don't have hardly even close to that have actually paid for the challenge. So you guys need to register. I believe we're gonna be swapping beers in I believe it's September, so I guess the brew should be going on if you're going to be in the challenge. So anyways, enough of that. Register, well actually register, pay to get into it. That pays for the shipping, and when it pays for the shipping, it actually, you get a very good quality beers back, and it should be a good time. So let's go ahead. This thing has gotten down. Let's get a whiff off, or already did the whiff. Going for the taste. Man, it smells really good. Galaxy. That is one solid beer. You could be tasting something like this. This is what you get to taste if you are in the challenge. Okay, so August 1st, I think it's August 1st. August 1st is National Mead Day. National Mead Day. So I've got four. I've got 4 meads in the Canadian Sasquatch Mead Challenge that I've got in my fridge over there, waiting to get tasted. So National Mead Day, I'm gonna be starting. So that will be Saturday. Saturday I start the mead challenge, or tasting the mead challenge. So I'm looking forward to that. Had a brew day last weekend, and actually I did a double brew. Probably by the title you can tell. I had all that crushed Munich, so I made a pale ale and a red. So the pale ale, both 5-gallon batches, and my Brix readings were like 14 on both of them. I brewed them separately, and they both came out the same. Got a little bit less volume on the pale, finished right at 5 gallons. Got about 5 1/4 on the red, and that's probably from what I at the end I actually took a couple more some sparge water, not sparge water, but runnings. I took some runnings. I steeped some grains for about 30 minutes, and that's where I'm getting my color. So looking forward to trying that, but they're percolating right now downstairs in the dining room. It's too hot upstairs, so they're downstairs in the living room. So that's about all I got. I've got a lot of footage to post. You'll see where I screwed up, because in my brew day, I didn't really screw up. I was planning on doing a Red Warrior with all Warrior hops, but I accidentally put an ounce of Cascade in at minute 25 of my red, so that was supposed to go in the pail. But and the pail is good. The red, my Red Warrior is not a total Red Warrior, but it's got mostly Red Warrior hops in it. It's just I threw an ounce of freaking Cascade in it. So what can you do? Hopefully it comes out fantastic, and I think it will. I went in, tweaked the recipe, didn't get any of the flavor hops and threw them in at 5 minutes, so so I didn't get it too bitter. So that's what you have. So I will see you guys next week. So what you got? You got August 1st is Mead Day. So grab a mead. They're easy to make. 3 pounds of honey to 1 gallon of water, and you mix it. If you want to throw fruit in it, I would recommend 3 pounds of fruit to go along with it. Very easy to make, and all you gotta do is mix it, let it percolate in a 2-gallon bucket. I don't have it close. 2-gallon bucket. Let it percolate for a while. Transfer it into a 1-gallon little carboy. Let that sit for a year, and then you drink it next year. This time. So you will love it. And so we got Mead Day. August 8th is the last of the challenge to register and pay for to be in the challenge. So you got that, and I got a brew day. I think that's it. That is it. So happy Homebrew Wednesday, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace. Oops. Peace. Okay, so today my brew is a double batch. It's gonna be a red and a pale. So right there is doing premium pale, Munich malt, Carapils, and Cara Red. So I'm doing a double batch. This is gonna be 20. Actually, it's gonna be 10 gallons, not 20. So the first one's gonna be the pale ale, and I am going to just use the basic what I'm getting out of my mash. So, and then I'm doing the Challenger, Magnum, Cascade hops. And then the next one is going to be my red. So after I collect my 12 gallons, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off some sparge water, and I'm going to mix this in and let that sit for like 30 minutes. So, and that's where I'm going to get my red. So I added, if you can see that, I added 55, 8 ounces of 55 and 8 ounces of 120. So, and my hops are going to be all Warrior. So this one's going to be my Red Warrior. So my first one was a Brown Warrior, then I had the Blonde or Golden Warrior, and then this one's going to be my Red Warrior. So, so my color on this one's going to be, where is it? 13 SRM, and out of the base is going to be a 9. So that's what you got. Mash is complete. Looks like our temp, I don't know if we're focusing, it's like 153. So let's go ahead and get our boil off. Get back here. Oop, there I took up all the light. Nice color. Looks pretty light. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, I had a stuck mash. So, I'll get back with you. So, got my light sparge going, and got
Oh, I've got about 4 gallons, I think, so I gotta freaking transfer this over. So, there you go. So, I collected my 12, so it really looks like it's more than 12, but supposedly that's 12. And then I'm going to split that up. Half of it's going to go into here, and I'm going to do my pail over there. And then now I'm collecting the leftover wort for the mash, sporge water, and then I'm going to steep this for a half hour. So that's where I'll get my redness. Redness. It's like sunburn. Okay, I've collected some of my runnings, and I'm going to go ahead and steep my 120 and my 55. So set the timer for about 30 minutes, and I'll be done. Okay, I had a little bit of a boil over. Not too bad, not too bad. But go ahead, this is my 60-minute. There you go. And this is the pale ale. And my first drop was my Magnum and my Challenger. So just got this one ready. Just lit this one off. I just did the steeping of the darker grains, so it's going to be changing colors. As you can kind of tell, this one's a lot darker than this one. Red, pale, probably pale. So just did my 60-minute drop on the Red Warrior, and this one is still going pretty good. That one looks a lot greener. Had 1 ounce of hops there. I only had a quarter ounce of Warrior here. So actually I started this, I was going to do a 90-minute boil, but since I only collected like a little over 6, maybe 6.5, I'm going to end up doing a little over 60-minute boil. So I just, well, that's what I'm doing. So okay, got this guy is okay, we're about ready to add the second hop drop. As you can see, number 2. So get that in the warp block. So we'll go ahead and mix that sucker up. And the other one is about 20 minutes behind, but I'm going to do a 30-minute steep at the end. So that one is going to be ahead of this one. Oh, son of a bitch. So if you didn't catch it, I actually threw my Cascade in this one. This one's my red. So my red's going to have Cascade in it. I actually had enough hops that I went and got another ounce and stuck it in this one. So looks like I screwed up. But normally my red has Cascade in it anyway, so Red Warrior, it's not going to be. So I'm going to have to change the name of this one. Whoops. Okay, so we are done with this one. So let's go ahead and add our steeping hops. So set the timer for that. And I figured out what to do with this. I'm not going to have a 15-minute ad. I'm just going to add my 15-minute ad onto my 5-minute. So my aroma hops is going to have all of the 1.5 ounces of Warrior, and it keeps it as red. So there you go. Yep, there we go. We can recover. This one is just steeping away. This one I'm adding my 5 minutes. All Warrior. Yeah, this time all Warrior. And we've got 5 minutes left, and that was an ounce and a half of Warrior. So since it was all bitter hops, pretty much, This is going to be, I'm still going to keep it the Red Warrior. So that's command decision, yeah. The cooling down has commenced. Red's down to about 120. And then this one, I just did the steep. This one's getting all the hot water out right now. This is the pale ale. So collecting the water so I can do cleanup, but then again, doesn't make as much of a mess. So that's where I am right now. I will get the bricks reading, and I'll be right back.